ampersand.
Woo! Special edition today, Anti-Disestablishmentarianism Nightly, the weekly half-hour show with Ben Boquist, and I am Ben Boquist. So, last week I was talking about Puerto Rico a little bit, just remembered that. Came up with something, did a little bit of research just to figure out what happened with the whole debt crisis and everything. I remember about the time I did my first show was when the people decided to get real with this Puerto Rico situation and make something happen. That was really a turning point because of the default scenario. And my computer just died, so fuck. It's totally dead. Okay, so what they did was they basically appointed a board to oversee spending and debt relief, stuff like that. So yeah, the U.S. has appointed a board to Puerto Rico to basically be their tax guy. Okay, so there's this article I found on Fortune.com, Fortune magazine, I'm guessing. And let's see. Basically, it's why the new debt relief bill will not fix Puerto Rico's financial woes. Whoa. So, and it might actually worsen its economic troubles. In Puerto Rico's... Thanks to the bill President Obama signed on June 30th, the newly created Oversight Board, a federally appointed body, will dictate the economic fate of the island's 3 million residents. The board is authorized to overrule the fiscal decisions of Puerto Rico's elected government and will do so in the name of that government, an entity Congress ostensibly created to rectify the island's financial crisis. It will ultimately fall short of Washington's goal of adequately addressing Puerto Rico's financial woes while inflicting damage on federal/territorial relations. Yeah, that makes sense. So basically it's like, yeah, you really fucked this up, didn't you, Puerto Rico? We better just take care of this. We got people. We'll put them over there and make sure you're not spending it all in one place and blue-de-doo-de-doo. Fucking A, man. Does it not seem like sheer colonialism? Because that's what it's looking like to me, but who knows? Back to reading this article, though. Politically, the Oversight Board represents the reimposition of direct colonial rule and shatters the myth of Commonwealth's autonomy. If the mere existence of this board is bad, its impending membership makes it worse. Congress designed it to eschew all but token Puerto Rican membership, the very people whose fate it will control. It's an echo of the first half of the 20th century when U.S. presidents appointed the island's governors, mostly monolingual English speakers with little, if any, understanding of the people they were about to rule, without input from the local populace. The majority of the board members, 4 out of 7, will be appointed from lists provided by House Speaker Paul Ryan and Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Given their strong ties with corporate interests, these two Republican leaders are highly likely to make appointments that will satisfy Wall Street's interests over Puerto Rico's. Thus, islanders are likely to increase in already high local taxes. Continued cuts in the government services, moves that will add to the island's already appalling unemployment rate, and are unlikely to see adequate debt forgiveness. So that is a truly disheartening statement. Basically, it's like, okay, we got to do something about Puerto Rico's money, man. Like, they're obviously fucking up, so let's just get the real move makers in there and treat Puerto Rico like the business it deserves to be run like. So that's literally what's happening. The likely budget cuts are coming at a time when some hospitals are closing or on the verge of closing their doors, while health professionals are confronting the proliferation of the Zika virus. Congress naturalized Puerto Ricans en masse 99 years ago. We read that in the first episode. And has conscripted them in every major conflict since World War I. Their ineligibility to serve on the very entity overseeing their financial fate suggests that although Puerto Ricans carry U.S. passports, theirs is second-tier U.S. citizenship, and congressional rules regarding the board's membership reinforces the contention that Puerto Rico is, in the words of U.S. Supreme Court in the Downs v. Bidwell, foreign to the United States, in a domestic sense. So, jeepers. It's just not going good. Like, you read these articles like, oh, miracle bill saves Puerto Rico. And you just, oh, yay, blah, blah, blah. And then, no, this looks not good. But I guess at least they're doing something. So that's cool. In other news, the decision came down for the Dakota pipeline, and the judge, as I predicted, gave permission. But there's still mass opposition. The tribes are coming together as we speak. There's a giant ceremony and satellite ceremonies. I know there's one in Chicago. Giant ceremony on Friday the 9th when the decision came down. So, as I said again, buckle your seatbelts, everybody. This is not going to go away. It's not going to end swiftly, and people are pissed, rightfully so. And I think it's going to end up being a huge story for the people, from the people, by the people. And as I said, this is a very abbreviated edition of Anti-Disestablishmentarianism Nightly this week. I just don't have the energy to split with football, because football's back! Woo! And here is some music, some original music that I put together. It's actually just samples. There's this PS2 program called Music Maker 2 Deluxe Edition, which I put these stupid tracks together. It's basically just samples, so excuse me. I didn't instrument any of these instruments, but I did chop up the segments and edit them in unique ways, and I hope you like it. Here's a couple songs. They're untitled, just to take up some time and space in your mind and your face. That didn't make sense. All right, that was okay, right? Not too bad. Here's another one. Again, all these are untitled, not me playing any of the instruments, but just cutting it up, kind of like a little puzzle of audio file array. But here's another one. Thank you for listening.